Robert L. McDowell.
After Joe did find out where he was supposed to be, we finally did connect. The university gets the opportunity to essentially document, although it's more than that, but I think initially viewed as documenting all of what happened during your 2009 homecoming experience. And a zillion events went on around that. The government, rightfully so, wanted to find some way to document it so it could reinforce to the community what had happened, and I'm sure want to learn some things from that so you could repeat a similar kind of thing at some point down the road. But as the discussion went on, wouldn't it be interesting if you could do this in a way that anyone on Earth could tap into it and search on the information in a different way, making it more compelling? Just start with the global Scot community. But as well as you've done documenting the global Scot community, you haven't documented all the Scots that are out there, or all the people that love Scotland. It's estimated in the United States of America alone, over 15% of the population still has some honest direct connection to Scotland. That means a natural sweet spot to sell a lot of things, including an event or a reason to return. So if you could build an environment where people could search that stuff, you link it in the internet in a way that when people keyed in lots of random stuff, they're led to that place, and then they get into the data. It's not like the normal data stuff. Well, here are the number of events, and here's the ones held in Edinburgh, and here's what it was, and go click on it and look at it, but something different. Let's say, for example, Bob McDowell on that island off the coast of Washington, who kind of loves Scotland, he heard about this '09 thing, and he couldn't participate in it physically, but he heard there's some stuff out there. So what he wants to do is, well, McDowell is a subsect of the McDougall clan. Therefore, the tartan we wear is the tartan of the McDougall family. And there's a very interesting history of us. We took over some islands, I got the pronunciation wrong, and Jury off the coast, were apparently for good warriors, and we were Protestants and killed Catholics. It's a glorious history. And we got pissed off at some point and decided we wanted to create our own empire, so we took these islands over, and that made somebody else unhappy, and so we went to war, and it goes on and on and on and on. And finally, a bunch of us got shipped off to Ireland and went over there to steal land and kill more Catholics and create the Troubles. It's a glorious family history I've got here. But let's say, gosh, I'd really like to know which of those zillion events might have had some relationship to those two islands. And I'd like to really get whether or not the old clan was somehow, you see where I'm going? You're starting to look at information in a much richer way that's peculiar to me personally. Someone else may want to go after the same database, but for wholly different reasons, wants to look at it from, and I want it really visual. I just want list of data. I want a visual display of that somehow in a very compelling way links stuff together, and suddenly I'm looking at this event that goes on in Thurso or Wick. That's about as far north as you get, right? I've been there. It's a wonderful place. But that's way out there, right? But maybe there was some event that went on there, mapped to one in Edinburgh, and one over here at the Cameron House north of Glasgow. And I want to tie that together around not just the McDougall clan, but what the subsect clan that I'm part of. So, long story short, we agree to fund a portion of this, partner with the university, and give them access to, not a product, a system we built in our research center that we were looking for a place to try out that had some of the facets that I talk about, that you could layer on top of a database and allow this kind of search to occur. So why don't we help fund and give this university access? It's not been sold or given to anybody else, because this looks like a classic research project. It's got an end to it, April, May next year, some government enthusiasm, and maybe it turns out into a cool demo of what this stuff can do. And maybe our researchers can learn something from that. They could apply to other research, and at the same time you help the university apply this to a specific event, and maybe from that, Scotland learns some stuff that helps them do better, and it goes and goes and goes from there. And that's what this is. And we're about 8 months, 6 months away from complete. The work's already begun. What an opportunity for you. You don't have to be an IT guru to get the concept here. I will tell you, however, that in your chosen profession, you had better be computer literate. Thank you very much.